Fuck yeah! The third installment in the John Wick franchise is sicker than ever. Welcome back to 365 Movies, the series where I take a look at one movie every single day for an entire year and reviews it here on YouTube, just for you. Because I reviewed the other two movies, I'm going to review the third movie too. This is John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. This movie takes place right after the events of the last movie. John Wick is now excommunicado and his bounty has doubled, which means that not only has he more money on his head, but he can no longer seek help from any of the services. But Winston, played by Ian McShane, who is the manager of the Continental Hotel, has made it so John has 1 hour to escape. John does escape through finding a cross that is dubbed a ticket. This ticket is a tool similar to the marker from the last movie, except it's more like, well, a ticket. He uses the ticket to get to Casablanca, where he meets a girl named Sophia, played by Halle Berry, who owes him because she has some blood on a marker that John has. John wants to get to Sophia's old boss, Berada, played by Jerome Flynn, so he can get to the Elder, played by Saeed Thagma. Sorry if I butchered that name. The Elder is the only one that sits above the high table, which is the rulers of this thing that John is stuck in. And he is also the only one that can remove John from his excommunicado. The Elder agrees to remove John's excommunicado, but only if he puts his loyalty to the high table and becomes the Baba Yaga. But if he wants his excommunicado gone, he has to kill Winston. This movie is easily the best John Wick movie. The action is amazing and it's on a much bigger scale than the last movies. A lot of the fight scenes are seriously fun to watch. I really like the knife shop fight scene. This scene is so much fun to watch. Murder has never looked so beautiful. The opening scene is super thrilling too. He only has a short time on him before the excommunicado puts into effect, so the first 10 minutes or so is just John against time. But when the excommunicado does get put into effect, everyone goes after John. It's really thrilling to watch him fight person after person after person. As I said, the action is amazing, but the writing is also great. The dialogue in this movie is one of the best I have ever heard. Almost every single line spoken gave me goosebumps. What really sells in this movie and this franchise is the world. As I said in the review of the first movie, the universe is strange, but it also feels real. I really think this is the best movie in the franchise so far. Because the first one was pretty straightforward, a small action movie that felt big. The second one is bigger and better, and this one is the biggest, craziest, and most action-packed of them all. The problem with the previous movies is that they felt like video games, but that is also a good thing. It's actually a bit refreshing. This movie still has some scenes that feels like a video game, but it mostly feels like a proper movie. That's because this actually takes longer breaks, and that is exactly why this movie is as great as it is. While the previous one was one of the best action movies ever made, this is probably one of the best movies ever made, period. At least from my perspective and what I've seen so far. If you haven't already, check this movie out as well as the other two, and I guarantee you, you'll have a great time.